On the 18th of December 2012, after a teaching career spanning more than 30 years, I had my life wrecked. I lost my career, I lost my home, I lost my community, I lost my reputation, and in the years to follow, I lost a lot of money. Why was I arrested? I was arrested because a pupil who happened to be in a school where I taught over 30 years ago had made an allegation against me that when he was an 11-year-old boy, I used to teach him PE, and after PE lessons, I occasionally checked to see he was dry after showers in a most inappropriate manner. On that fateful day, on the 18th of December 2012, the police raided my home in Suffolk and took me to the police station for questioning. The very first thing I told them was, there must be some mistake here, because I've never taught PE. Not a single lesson of PE in my career. I'm a modern languages teacher, always have been. And secondly, I'm a secondary school teacher. I teach senior pupils. I've never taught 11-year-olds. So on both counts, there seemed to have been a problem. But in the febrile atmosphere which permeated this country back in 2012, just after the Savile revelations, the police were determined to have me prosecuted. And they set about, in the ensuing 9 months before they charged me, to try and find other complainants. It's called trawling. In September 2013, I was charged with 7 counts. It took a further 13 months before I was taken to trial at Ipswich Crown Court in October 2014. So I've been on bail for 672 days. There wasn't a smidgen, there wasn't an iota of evidence that I had perpetrated the acts that were alleged. And the jury agreed. When the trial had finished, they retired and came straight back in again and declared I was not guilty on all counts. Subsequent to the trial, I said to the arresting officer, is this chief complainant going to be arrested? Or am I at least going to get an apology? And I was told that's not going to happen. Why not? It was established in a court trial that what had alleged to have happened couldn't possibly have happened, and the prosecuting counsel conceded that in his summing up. We'd established the fact that I didn't teach PE. I couldn't have been in that shower room at that time. Well, of course, the reason is the police had supported the complainant, actively encouraged the complainant, presumably, throughout, and this partial stance had compromised their own position. People may think that if you are found not guilty, that is the end of the ordeal. But I can assure you it's not. Centuries ago, criminals were branded on their foreheads. Nowadays, in these more enlightened times, search engines do the job. The only difference is, nowadays, you don't have to be found guilty. All you need is an association with a child abuse crime, an allegation, that's to say, and that will be inextricably linked with you for the rest of your life. I've made various abortive efforts to try and have references to these allegations, which were proven to be lies, taken off the internet. No chance. Why do people make false allegations? And what is my petition all about? Well, the petition that I strongly urge you to sign is about bringing to justice those people who make palpable, i.e. obvious, false claims of abuse. This petition has got nothing to do with people who come forward and make allegations of abuse. It goes to trial and the defendant is found not guilty. Because if you're found not guilty in a court of law, that does not necessarily mean you are not guilty. It means there wasn't enough evidence to prove your guilt. This petition has got nothing to do with those sort of cases. What this petition is about, those people, and we've read many cases like this in the press in recent months, and it's something that happened to me, those people who make obvious false allegations of abuse surely must be brought to account. Because at the present time, anyone can make an allegation of abuse. And they know that if they win, they will secure tens of thousands of pounds. If they lose, they can walk away scot-free with anonymity and impunity. While the person they've accused, as I've mentioned, will be inextricably linked to that allegation till the day he or she dies. That is just not just. That is just not fair. It's outrageous. It's not just for money that people make false allegations. There is that feeling of someone has lived in the shadows most of their life. They've got no particular talents. And suddenly they find the spotlight is on them. Suddenly they find people are listening to them. The police are at their beck and call. The press want interviews. That can be quite alluring. So it's not just compensation, it's also emotional reward that some people tell these lies. What I say, what happened to me, was far, far more serious than even if I had inspected that child in the shower inappropriately after teaching him PE. But no justice. I have to carry on with my life, and I have the only option available to me, which is to take out a private prosecution, which is more money and more stress. Something, of course, which perhaps needs to be done. But it shouldn't be my responsibility. It should be the responsibility of the state. And of course the state, at the moment, want nothing to do with it. So I appeal to you all, please go to @BBC Simon War, my Twitter account, and sign the petition so that we bring those who make false, malicious allegations of child abuse, they are brought to account. Thank you.